Welcome to a new episode of Science in Context. I'm Sabine, and this week, Dr. Joseph Challenger joins me to speak about the impact of bacteria on the transmission of malaria parasites. Joe, can you explain what inspired this project?
Thanks, Sabine. Well, researchers at the GSK Insectary in Madrid were able to identify a bacterium which prevents malaria infection in mosquitoes. Because mosquitoes transmit malaria to humans, the team at GSK recognised that this fortunate discovery could be very useful. They contacted researchers at Johns Hopkins in the USA to share their findings. The team at Johns Hopkins were able to reproduce GSK's results. Collaborators in Burkina Faso also demonstrated that the bacterium could inhibit malaria infection in their colony of mosquitoes. Professor Tom Churcher and I were asked how useful we thought this new intervention could be at reducing malaria transmission, and in this way reduce malaria incidence in an endemic setting.
And you modelled the impact of this transmission to humans specifically. What did you find?
We considered a scenario in which wild mosquitoes would pick up the bacteria by feeding on sugar baits which would be placed throughout a community. We explored the impact of maintaining these sugar baits for either part or all of the malaria season over a 3-year period. Using estimates of how often wild mosquitoes feed on sugar, we estimate that these sugar baits could reduce malaria incidence by up to 15%.
And what do your findings mean for the future of malaria prevention?
We think that an intervention of this type could be complementary to existing malaria control interventions. In sub-Saharan Africa, there is rightly a lot of focus on indoor vector control, such as insecticide-treated bed nets. This is because the majority of malaria mosquitoes seek to blood feed at night. However, those interventions cannot prevent malaria transmission that takes place while people are outside. So combining traditional vector control measures with an intervention such as this one is an interesting approach to explore.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.